Greetings and welcome back to the Battle of Bautzen. I am your host as always. Let us see what the French have gotten up to over this turn. They're throwing... He's throwing his cavalry across and bringing up his reinforcements. Still, there's plenty of forces coming up. Here comes more. So, they are pushing up nicely. Speed it up real quick. Given that it's starting to get fairly late in the day. On the 20th, so it's about to be 7 o'clock, so it's getting late, but it's not getting dark just yet. Still, with more French arriving, I may have to do something radical. Loss of 6 dragoons. 9 more. No effect. Here they come. Well, they are now launching their all-out assault in the south, and it looks like he's starting to come down the main road as well. Except a few losses when it comes to... Well, they are definitely... The French are definitely moving now. They've delayed quite a while, but we can safely say they are not delaying any longer. So, 10 units on disorder out of 23, no units rally, no one recovers fatigue, 1 unit routed, which is in the north, and no units resupplied. Alright, so yes, we are fighting the 12th Corps, Oudinot's 12th Corps down here. So the thing with Oudinot's 12th Corps is... push these Cossacks up here, get shot in the face for my trouble, but we discover the 3rd and 4th Battalions of the 52nd Leger. And in the end, the main thing that my cavalry is doing here is being a nice welcome distraction. So yes, with Oudinot now Noring, what do you actually command? You command all that cavalry. The Somme Hussars. So, push up the 11th Jaeger, skirmishers, then pull them back. So, yeah, Saint-Priest is going to fall back into positions over here. And then... oh, right. They're technically in extended army. Okay, so yeah, that is literally one unit that's literally been divided in half. And there's nothing I can do about that. So, in this case, 4 of the 12-pounders will head up there. Well, actually, all the 12-pounders are to head up here. In the meantime, the others are to continue falling back for the most part. Siberian Grenadiers, Little Rus Grenadiers, and then the Astrakhans. And then we'll fall back them. Now the Dragoons can fall back as well. So yeah, the Bavarians are launching a major assault. So this division, you can come out of the way. Soritz is to be my flank over here. So the Kexholm Regiment, and the Panau regiments are to guard Soritz. Those guns still dominate that. What else? I could charge the Somme Hussars, but what am I charging into? Just a mass of French infantry, along with some troops, some Nepalese troops, Bavarians, just a whole lot of infantry, and 2 squadrons of cavalry are not really going to do that much effectiveness. Now, the charge of all the Uhlans might, alongside, but for now, they are not going to. So, again, elements of the St. Petersburg Grenadiers. So, Suleiman's division is to be basically spread out along here. Not far, but not entirely useless either. The Estracolini Grenadiers. So yeah, while they hold this position here, their sister division will form here. What about seeing stuff? What can they see? They still can't see my main force, fortunately. Still, with the French, not exactly going aggressive, but not exactly sitting on their butt and doing nothing. So yeah, we're going to start firing a few shots across the river at each other with skirmishers, but beyond that, nothing all that much. Now, the guns, this is where the fun begins. Or at least partly. Because he has brought up a lot of guns to start hitting me. So it's time to fire at them. Otherwise, we're, well, all done pretty much. There's not much else I need to really shoot at. And these skirmishers, well, they're just going to be that. Skirmishing. Picking away at things. A man here, a man there. Nothing too fancy. Get you out of the way. Now then, everything else, what can we do with them? Right, I was getting most of this lot set up into positions so they can be ready to react as necessary. Because I want them ready to react to any assault that comes. Any assault that comes, I want them to be able to react. And then the Lithuanian Uhlans and the new Russian Dragoons. Who are you under? You are under... Right, that's what you lot belong to. You're just part of the main artillery reserve. So let's just bring them further down towards... where I want them. Alright, you're in position, as are you, as are you. Roth here will basically form the right flank. The Selenov Cossacks. So Kleist does not quite have effective control over everything because the division's a bit too spread out. Basically, what I should be doing is bring it in a lot closer, but I need it to guard all this sort of ground I want it to as well. So next turn, the guns will unlimber. And again, for the most part, all the positions are nice and filled. Alright, none of you are seen, so Shemanovsky, Atamans. Close enough. If their cavalry want to come this way, they'll have to fight a lot of Cossacks. Which is something at the very least. But he has now spotted that... Whoops. Why did it... I wish it wouldn't do that. But he has spotted the lead position of the Windmill Hill. And of course he can see my forces along the Krakowitz Heights fairly effectively, I might add. He just can't see certain elements on it. So, for example, he cannot see the Neumark, well, the 3rd and 4th Squadron of the Neumark Dragoons and the 2nd and 4th Squadrons of the West Prussian Dragoons. Nor can he see the other elements over here. 1st and 3rd West Prussian Dragoon Squadrons, 1st and 3rd Brandenburgs, 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th of the Lithuanian, so the entirety of the Lithuanian Dragoons. So, they can see at least something. The Aramas Uhlans. Okay, was just checking something. So yeah, they do fight like that. It's only dragoons that can, quote, dismount. Yeah, there we go. They can dismount, but you just don't really need to. No real point in dismounting them. So dragoons can dismount, but no real need to. Unless you want to do some screening, but that's about it. But that does give me some ideas now, though. I could guard this area with my dragoons if I bring up my guns. Because they'll have to assault the dragoons across over fortifications while being shot in the face with canisters, so something to keep an eye on at the very least. So yeah, the French are winning for the moment, but that's not going to stop me. Fire range exceeded by 1 hex, so can't exactly shoot there. Might as well, no effect. Still, it's now going to be 7 PM, so it's not long left of the day. He has, what, about an hour or so? Maybe an hour or so of daylight left, so not the grand scheme, not a lot in the grand scheme. Still, if the French wish to win the fight, they're gonna have to launch an assault sooner or later. And then the sooner they, and when they do, they're going to likely pay for it. Because up here I have this whole ground just covered in guns. So the French assault on the position will come across quite a lot of artillery fire. And then while the 12th Corps down here, as it keeps pushing forward, it's going to eventually run into a situation of it's going to run straight into my reserves, which are uncommitted. So while he continues to attack my grenadiers down here, my grenadier divisions, he's doing well against them, no doubt, but it's a case of if he doesn't support it with other assaults, he is going to run afoul of all my heavy reserves, which includes all my heavy cavalry, and I have a lot of it. And good heavy cavalry as well. Because all of my heavy cavalry is A or better. Yeah, all A or better with that heavy cavalry. So, and then I've got my guards as well. So when the time comes, I may end up shoving the guards forward. So I'm thinking he'll launch. Come morning, I suspect he'll launch MacDonald forward, plus Marmont. If he throws MacDonald here, Marmont here, and Oudinot here, it would stretch my line pretty badly. He would then have Ney and Lauriston to attack up here, and Bertrand to attack here. I probably would focus on here first. Marmont from one side, Bertrand from the front, and maybe once Ney and Lauriston has attacked and taken and pushed my right flank back, to attack from that side as well. That would be my plan in this situation, but we probably wouldn't be in this situation. So, anyway, that is going to be the end of this part. So I thank you for watching. If you've liked, consider hitting that thumbs up or subscribing, or even just leaving a comment. But until next time, I shall see you all next time. Apologies for the yawn, it's too hot. But I shall see you all next time. Bye bye for now.